Hello and welcome to Arts and Wellness Café. Thank you so much for joining me in my creative space. And I was just looking at it and I was thinking, gosh, does it look so busy around you, behind you? But do you know what? This is the space that I'm working in. And I could have done a blank wall, but then you wouldn't have got the joy of the impact of the colours and the things that you might be looking behind. I'm just looking in the camera, looking and thinking, oh, I wonder what that is. Or, oh, that looks interesting. So welcome to today. And what we're going to do today is kind of have a reflection. I've been a reflection over the series. So I've been doing the Arts and Wellness Cafes for a while now, and initially when I first started, it was just about if you just come into the studio and we sat down and have a chat. And I still like keeping that element of it. I was just thought I saw a swarm of bees, a wasp, but it looked like a bird. But I wanted to. Oh, let me just have a drink. Thirsty as well. But yeah, so that's how it first started out, and I wanted that as an element to remain. But it's kind of, for myself, it's growing because there's other things I'd love to share with you, and talk about, and maybe again reflect about. So I thought it would be good to maybe do a reflection of the series and maybe look at some of the words. I don't know, but one of the ways in which it changed, which you would have noticed, is it used to be called Arts and Wellness Wednesdays, and it was just like, why this is what I was saying to myself, why commit yourself to just one day, because if you're late, then Arts and Wellness Wednesdays coming out on the Thursdays, and that did happen. But then it was just like, oh no, I'd love it to be, the cafe aspect. So you come in, you're preparing something to drink and you sit down and you join me, and it's just a nice time that we have together. It doesn't have to be long, and you walk away feeling inspired and getting on with your own creative stuff. Or you could be, while you're listening, doing something creative. So yeah, I thought to myself, you sometimes do have to take a step back and look at what it is you're doing, look at how it is you're growing, look at the impact that you're having, what is the feedback that you're getting, is it, and if you can do more, what else is it that you can do? So that's what we're going to do. So today what I wanted to share with you is you get a preview of one of the things that I've been working on. I've also been working on some smaller sculptures, and I really enjoyed doing those. Do you want to see do you want to see more of me rather than just my head? It's just like, oh. Okay, let me fix that. There we go. There, so I've got shoulders, but yeah, I've been working on some small sculptures, and last week, no, you didn't see that one. Oh, I'm going to show you that one. So some small canvases, but they're handmade. They're actually, the frame bit is made from cardboard, and then layered and embellished, and I really love how they've turned out. And I've finished another one which I really like, and I'll show you some work that I'm working on, and I've been inspired to create, and so I'm seeing how these go. and it was just for myself. It's not like, you know, I haven't, nobody's ordered nobody's ordered them. But who knows, you know, it may be something that you think, oh my gosh. I think that about so many pieces of art, but my budget yet can't stretch. So there's, you know, if you can buy a piece of art from an artist in their early on in their career, then it's more affordable, and unless you have the money and you can, you know, buy a piece as they start to grow. But it's good to invest where you can in artists, and even if you can't buy an original painting, you know, get a print, or and I've done that a few times. So I'm building my art collection slowly. I just need the gallery space. I've got a space upstairs that I'm hoping to, or it could be down here in my art studio is upstairs, but that you have a space where you can view a lot of the work. At the moment it's in my front room, which is behind this wall. On the other side of this wall, it's a front room space which is really nice and bright, so you get it's got a really nice feel. And if you had come to the artist studio tours that we had before this global event, if you had visited, then you would have seen, and you would have been able to visit loads of other artists. So I think they're next, the artist studio tours, depending on how things open up, will be, I know they've been online, so you can see some of their work online, but I think they're going to be starting back in 2022. So that will be nice. If you're in Barbados, you'll be able to come and visit a whole range of artist studios, and the work is just beautiful, even if I say so myself, and I was included. So the work is just beautiful. It's such a diverse range of artists and artworks, and you know, some are selling prints alongside original pieces, some are selling, you know, sculptures, some are selling work for thousands. You've got a variety of prices. So I'll say, yeah, so some are selling from cards at $20 to large pieces of art in their thousands. So there's a broad spectrum of work. I've given a plug there. Anyway, so go on to the artiststudios.com, their website, and you'll be able to, you know, join their mailing list or be updated of when something's happening. So I'll show you first what I've worked on. So this is another small piece of art, and it's a little frame, and it measures, actually it's 3.5 by 2.5 if you take in the hair. But yeah, I wanted to just, when I first started out, I was making some small pieces of art, and oh, there we go. Yeah, so a lady, and she's got her eyes closed, and it's got a little thing to hang there like that. And yeah, I used to make very small pieces of art, and I've got bigger and bigger. I wanted to actually go really big, but with the biggest thing that I've done is, say, a 4-foot sculpture. But in terms of paintings, actually, yeah, I have done larger paintings and some wall hangings. So yeah, I guess I have gone bigger. But I do like the working small from time to time, because it's easier to finish and you can be working on more than one. So that's what I like doing with these, and I've got some more. I'll show you a different one next week that is more finished. I think it's because the light is now the sun is setting on this. Can you see me glowing? Am I glowing? But yeah, I think she's cute. I really like it. And I like the texture, so that's the main thing. I like creating pieces that, you know, you have this desire to want to touch, but obviously with a lot of art pieces, you know, you can't have everybody touching up on your work, because then that will, unless it's public art that is specific, you know, people can touch it. But generally speaking, you know, with all those paw prints, fingerprints, it would damage the work over time. So, but the desire to, you know, the texture. Let me show you again a bit closer. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Anyway, so that's that. So I will show you some new pieces of work, and I'm going to show you a book review. Where's the book? Hold on. Righty. It gets really dusty here. It gets dusty here anyway, but because of we had ash from the volcano from St. Vincent, my studio is still, I haven't been able to get into all the nooks and crannies because there's a lot of stuff here and I need a better storage solution. Anyway, let's not digress. So I'll be sharing a book review, Intertwined, and I brought it because I started to harvest the cotton that I have grown in my garden, and I wanted to find new techniques, and I brought this in London when I found this yarn store. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. There's just so much, and spinning machines, spindles, and I brought two small spindles, one for cotton and one for general yarn. But yeah, so I brought this. It was so heavy in my suitcase. It was just like, oh, was that a wise decision? But it's so lovely, and I'll share. I mean, look at that. Yeah? So I'll share the video. I'll share part of the video, and if you want to see the full thing, you can go on my YouTube channel. I'll leave the link for you to go on. I've got it on Amazon as well. So that's that. All right, let's go. So here we have the book Intertwined, the art of hand-spun yarn, modern patterns and creative spinning. Now, the thing that attracted me immediately was all of this beautiful yarn on the front. It is written by Lexi Boga, and it's produced by Quarry Books. I think this is a lovely book, and as I say, I was attracted to it. I'm a beginner in hand spinning cotton, and I just wanted to have a book that would give me some more insight, and this actually does. You know, it gives you some beautiful imagery, not only of the natural world, but how it's recreated in the textile world, and it's full of inspiring yarn. And I say inspiring yarn because they just absolutely look beautiful, and you just want to be able to create and, you know, potentially make. Now, it also tells you the type of yarn you can use for different types of work, and it encourages you to experiment. It encourages you to not only learn the techniques for doing something, but then breaking the rules. You know, once you know how to do something, it's then easy to say maybe add your own flair or combine several at the same time. Now, all of the projects, it gives you a selection of projects that you can wear or you can make, and it also tells you the type of skills that are required. Sometimes you may need to be able to read patterns, but it's definitely a doable thing. If you are new to it, then take in the information and learn what's here, but you will have some lovely projects that you can also then go on to do. It is a nice book. I mean, what I realised is that I still do. I've still got some cotton to spin, and every year, obviously, I think it's every year or even twice a year. But I'm never able to use all of the cotton that has grown that needs picking, and I've still got a box. It's a box this big of cotton that needs to be processed. It's to be carded. The seeds de-seeded, or ginning is the word. I'm getting used to some of the techniques. So it needs to be ginned, then it needs to be carded. So ginning is you remove the seeds from the cotton, or the cotton from the seeds, and carded, where you kind of pull all these two cards. I'll leave the link to the video. You can see what I've been doing with the cotton, and then it needs to be finally after that, and then you spin them. And so I use my spindle, drop spindle, and then I've got the yarn. So it's the island cotton of the Caribbean cotton. There's nothing like it. Anyway, the bit that I'm really keen, because I'm really excited about these pieces. So I was on Pinterest and I saw these altars. This woman had made these altars, and so I was inspired to create one. So it's not finished. Maybe if I come forward and there. You see it? Okay, so this is going to be made similarly with a lot of texture, so I haven't yet finished it, and it is really just in progress, so you get to see it. Yeah, you get to see it now. My patrons, though, actually get to see a bit more of the detail. But yeah, this is the first one, and I really like it, and I can't wait to see the finished piece, even though it's me that's making it. I can't wait to see how it's going to look when it's finished, and I want to do a lot of embellishment. So I'm thinking assemblage art type thing, and I'm going to look in my supplies to see what, broken bits of jewellery or jewellery that I can add to this piece. And as I say, I'm really excited about getting it to its next stage. And it's quite, the process I use is quite detailed, because it goes through, you've got this fabric wrap, plaster of Paris wrap, you've got the cardboard, and then it's got to have a couple more layers so that it can be durable. But and with every layer it gains a bit of weight, and yeah, with the embellishments, I'm really looking forward to deep diving. I don't know why I said that. I'm looking forward to diving into my jewellery and the beading and bringing those out, and maybe even adding some stitching. I'm thinking like around here, but I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't want to talk out of some beading here. Anyway, we'll see. But that is one of the things that I'm working on. So it'd be great to know what you're working on and what's inspiring you. And how, looking back, I think looking back over the things that you've done is really important, because it can inform the things that you are now going to do, and to just really, step out of the box, step out of the comfort zone. Sometimes we need to just stretch a bit and, try something new. So I hope that any one of those things have inspired you, and you enjoy your creative time. So next week we are going to be looking at a new word. Before next week, on Friday, we're going to be looking at a new art journal, and so I look forward to sharing that with you. I've been really enjoying creating these art journals and looking at how I've made them and filling up the pages with the amount of paper that I've got, and washi tape and all of this, and it's just like, you can't. I want to start using all of those things in these journals, because that's why you brought them. You didn't buy them to sit on your shelf or in containers. Like, these have all got ribbons in. So these, ribbons, feathers, jewelry. So using them up in a creative way. And I was thinking about some outdoor projects as well, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, so take care for now. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know what you're working on, and if anything has inspired you. And take care for now.